Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Hidden Dimension AI, where the unknown speaks in whispers and shadows remember names. Today's story is unlike any we've told before. It's not about ghosts. It's not about monsters. It's about a place that doesn't exist, yet always waits. A tower lost in time, a bell that rings without hands, and a clock that never moves forward, only repeats. This is the story of the hollow Clocktower of Dusk Hollow. A tale of time that loops, memories that refuse to fade, and a curse that feeds on those who dare to look up at exactly 3:33 a.m. So turn off the lights, put on your headphones, and listen carefully, because once you hear this story, you may never escape it. Let's begin. Daniel Mercer was no stranger to strange places. As the host of Echoes of the Unknown, where he explored abandoned hospitals, cursed forests, and forgotten villages where time seemed to stand still. One rainy night, he received a mysterious message folded inside his studio door with no sender and just one line. If you want real truth, go to Dusk Hollow, find the tower, ring the bell. But whatever you do, don't look up when it chimes. Attached was a photo of a clock tower frozen at exactly 3:33 a.m. Daniel didn't believe in curses yet, but curiosity led him deep into the Carpathian Mountains until he found the tower alone in fog. Its vines wrapping like veins above the door, carved in nails were the words, "Time forgot us." Daniel stepped inside, despite the chill crawling down his spine, because that's what explorers do even when they know they shouldn't. Inside the tower, the air was cold and thick, dust coated everything, cobwebs hung like curtains, and a spiral staircase creaked under his weight at the top. He found the bell massive, blackened, silent. His fingers barely brushed the rope, and the tower woke up, gears screeched, dust rained down, and the bell rang, once echoing unnaturally through the space. Daniel stood stunned as the air changed around him. Time felt wrong, like it had stopped or reset completely. When Daniel opened his eyes, he was still standing in the tower. But it looked cleaner. Newer light streamed through cracked windows, showing the clock now running at 3:30 a.m. He ran downstairs, pushed open the door, and there she was, a woman in her 1920s, dressed smiling, as if she'd been waiting. Evelyn Cross, who vanished in 1925, remembered every second since her disappearance, and now welcomed Daniel to the loop. Evelyn explained how the tower existed between moments caught in a loop of time that never moved forward every year. Someone new found the tower, rang the bell, and got trapped. Some tried to escape, none succeeded. Others gave up, but all remembered everything. Every loop, every face, every death. She showed Daniel a wall behind the stairs, etched with names scratched out, circled, and warned him not to let his name appear circled, because when the time came, there was no escape. As night fell, Daniel met others trapped in the tower, including a Wubishuri soldier, a boy from the 1800s, and a modern-day woman, each with their own story of how they found the tower. Evelyn explained the rules. The clock resets every morning at 3 a.m. at 3:33. Something happens and those circled vanish. Daniel asked what caused the circle. No one knew, but they all feared it, and Evelyn warned him, "Don't let your name appear circled, because when the time comes, there's no escape." Daniel tried everything to leave walking for days, only to return to the tower, trying to destroy the walls which healed themselves, posting videos online that went unanswered one day. He asked Evelyn, "What happens if someone rings the bell again?" She looked away. "I've seen it before. Someone tries to break the cycle. They ring the bell, hoping to escape, and the tower chooses who stays that night." The bell rang without being touched, and the soldier vanished, leaving Daniel with a terrifying realization. To leave, someone had to stay behind. Daniel decided to write everything down, keeping a journal detailing the tower, listing the names, explaining the rules, and hiding it beneath the floorboards. Then he waited for the next 3:33, climbed to the top, grabbed the rope, and rang the bell himself. Light exploded from the tower. The ground shook, voices screamed, and then silence. Weeks later, another traveler stumbled upon the tower, found Daniel's journal, read. The story rang the bell, and the loop began again. Noah, a university student studying urban legends, stumbled upon the tower, found Daniel's journal, read every word, and curiosity got the better of him. He rang the bell. The tower trembled, and once again, time began to loop. Noah stood in silence as the echoes of the past whispered around him. The air felt heavier, like the tower remembered what had happened. Before, he wasn't the first, and he wouldn't be the last, but for now, he was alone. Noah woke up to find Evelyn and the soldier gone. Only Thomas, the boy from 1872, remained checking the wall of names he saw Evelyn scratched out, and the soldier's two gone erased. He sat down, heart pounding. This wasn't just a place stuck in time. It was a prison, and someone always had to stay behind. The journal updated itself with Noah's name predicting his death. He tried to burn it, but it reappeared intact, ink shimmering like it was alive. Flipping through pages, more names appeared. Some circled, others crossed out. Realizing the journal didn't just record history, it wrote it, and Noah was reading his own obituary. One night the walls began to bleed, black ink like liquid. A voice echoed through the halls. "You are not lost, you are chosen," Noah screamed. Chosen for what the voice whispered. To remember, to repeat, to remain. The bell rang once without being touched. Noah covered his ears. The voice came again. "You're part of the loop." Now he looked at the clock, ticking faster, closer to 3:33, and this time his name was circled. Thomas finally spoke, revealing he came here in 1872, chasing immortality. He never aged, slept, or died, but remembered everything, every loop, every face, every disappearance. He showed Noah a wall behind the stairs, carved with hundreds of names, some scratched out, others circled. Noah saw his own circled tomorrow's date beside it. "Does it always happen?" Noah asked. Thomas nodded slowly. "Yes, but sometimes people try to change it." Noah swallowed hard. "What happens when they do?" Thomas smiled. "They vanish faster." Noah couldn't stop thinking about the list, tracing each name with his finger. Some old faded, others fresh. His own still glowed faintly. He asked Thomas how many escaped. Thomas looked at him hollowly. "None, but maybe you could be the first." Noah didn't know whether to feel hopeful or terrified. He spent hours staring at the wall, trying to find a pattern, dates, names, times, until he realized something chilling. Each person who vanished had one thing in common. They all tried to leave, resisted, fought, and were erased. After hours of searching, Noah found a hidden room filled with broken clocks. At the center stood a mirror. When he looked into it, he didn't see himself. He saw Daniel standing behind him, smiling. Clock behind read 3:33. Noah spun around the empty room. Silence. Looked back, mirror normal. No reflection. Backed away slowly behind him. The mirror cracked. Whisper emerged. "You're not real. None of us are." Mirror cracked. Further figures stepped out, reflections of those who had come before, circling him, touching walls, leaving glowing fingerprints. Noah whispered, "Are you real?" No response. Footsteps echoing louder, ticking faster, closer. At exactly 3:33 a.m., the bell rang alone. Thomas vanished, name scratched out. Noah. A lone tower, heavier, watching, choosing next. Noah stopped sleeping, eating time lost meaning, wandered endlessly. Doors led, same hallway, windows, same forest. Seconds brought closer. 3:33, new name. Circled, stared, cracked glass. Sometimes saw faces, mouthed words couldn't hear, whispered. What happens? Vanished, no answer. Silence, ticking, always ticking. Placed hand on clock, pulsed like heartbeat, heard whispers inside. Names, dates, screams, tower. Feeding memories, fears, final moments, pulled away. Palm stained black ink, blood looked. Journal, new line appeared. The tower remembers you now, whispered. What are you? Bell rang softly, answering. Journal updated again. Noah will face truth, confront tower, choose freedom, sacrifice, realize tower needed someone, stay, reset, loop if no one did. What happened? Found Thomas's last message, carved wall. Don't wait, take control, too late. Noah clenched fists, tired, watched a chosen, tired waiting. Decided, make tower afraid once. Sat, front clock, wrote last. Entry journal, won't continue, disappear warning. Don't look up, touch, bell, believe. Tower safe, took journal. Hid climb top, rang bell, waited. Tower shuddered light, poured voices screamed. Release figures emerged. Evelyn's soldier reached him. One by one vanished until only Noah remained. Stepped forward, disappeared. Noah stopped sleeping. Eating time lost meaning, wandered endlessly doors. Led same hallway. Windows showed, same forest, every second. Brought closer. Next 333, new name circled, sat front mirror room, staring cracked glass. Sometimes saw faces watching, mouthed words couldn't hear. Began whispering. What happens, vanish, no answer. Just silence, ticking, always ticking. Placed hand clock, face pulse like heartbeat. Heard whispers inside. Names, dates, screams, tower, wasn't trapping people. Feeding memories, fears, final moments pulled away. Palm stained black ink blood, looked journal, new line appeared. The tower remembers you now, whispered. What are you? Bell rang, softly answering. Journal updated again. Noah will face truth, confront tower. Choose freedom, sacrifice, realize tower needed someone. Stay reset loop if no one did what happened. Found Thomas's last message carved wall. Don't wait, take control too late. Noah clenched fists, tired watched, chosen tired. Waiting, decided, make tower, afraid once. Sat front, clock wrote last entry journal. Won't continue, disappear, warning. Don't look up, touch bell. Believe tower, safe took, journal. Hid climb top. Rang bell, waited, tower shuddered light. Poured voices screamed release figures. Emerged Evelyn soldier reached him one by one. Vanished until only Noah remained. Stepped forward, disappeared. Tower shook, sky cracked open light. Poured figures appeared. Not ghosts, echoes. Real people faces, every era. Reached out. Noah stepped forward, vanished. Light faded tower, stood still empty. Clock stopped. Bell silent, forest grew quiet. First time over century peace. Months later, traveler arrived. Woman named Mira. Drawn dream voice, whispered name. Followed fog, found tower. Standing silent, entered air. Different, cleaner. Colder, something felt off, tower, waiting her. Mira explored tower cautiously, found journal, read every page. Learned truth in final line. Fresh ink, if reading means loop ready, begin closed book. Slowly hands trembled outside. Wind picked up, bell creaked. Once looked up, tower opened eyes. Touched clock, started ticking. Bell rang, tower opened arms. Voices surrounded familiar ones. Noah, Evelyn, Daniel, Thomas, still here. Waiting, watching, guiding, asked tower question. Why here? Bell rang, once journal opened, itself 2 words appeared. You belong. Discovered hidden chamber behind main clock, inside ancient mechanism. Message carved stone. This place made trap time, stop endings, rewrite fate tower, become something else, hungry alive. Pressed hardcore images flooded mind people. Disappearing, clocks, breaking mirrors, shattering saw original builders. Cloaked figures, chanting forgotten language created tower. Save person instead trapped thousands. Dug deeper, found name etched beneath gears. Eliza Holloway girl tower. Built first soul claimed grave, gone body never found. Because still here, tower alive, something like it. Tower responded, Mira differently recognized was descendant, something more. Traced name carved beneath gears. Eliza Holloway written, old shaky, desperate, found more inscriptions. Base tower core to save one life, many bound. Time stopped so live but forgot her too, felt cold. Windblow chamber the windows whispered. Who are you? Eliza's soft voice answered from inside mind. I'm still here. Eliza's memories came waves, fragments lifelong forgotten. Girl 17, sick dying, father brilliant, obsessed man. Built tower, stop time, trapped soul between moments, never truly die, instead trapped forever alone. Silence loops, Mira saw, last breath, final heartbeat, tower ceiling shut. Darkness. Return main hall. Clock ticking slower, struggling move forward. Placed hand wall. Cold, warm, pulsing tower wasn't prison alive. Eliza Hart figure appeared before her, not ghost memory presence. Young, beautiful, sad, looked Mira. Knowing eyes, you're not first try in this. Mira swallowed hard. Might last, Eliza smiled faintly. Maybe are. Explained everything. Tower didn't trap people. Fed regrets, fears, final moments. Each loop added layer power. Each disappearance made stronger, now Tower tired. So Eliza begged Mira, do none done, before destroy core. Free all, even herself, nodded new. Had do. Climbed top, grabbed bell rope instead. Ringing pulled, rope snapped, bell cracked. Tower screamed, gears ground, halt walls, bled. Black voices cried out. Figures emerged shadows. Noah, Evelyn, Daniel Thomas looked grateful. One by one, vanished free released. Ran downstairs tower, shook violently. Final echo. Eliza whispered, thank you. Collapsed around her, ran spiral staircase. Bricks fell, timbers cracked, bell shattered above, hit face birds sang, wind blew sunlight. Poured turned back tower stood moment. Longer crumbled dust vanished like never existed. Except memory journal. Buried roots, old tree. Fog lifted birds returned. Lake shimmered sunlight. Ruins, tower gone. Nothing remained except journal picked up, opened every name gone. Only one remained hers. Written fresh ink, Mira Vale. Closed book, turned, walked home. Published story online, few believed, dismissed fiction. Some drawn forest reported hearing bells. Night claimed sea tower dreams. Some disappeared, leaving questions. Single phrase echoing final messages. Don't look up 333. If listening right now, ask yourself, where heard search find? Remember rule. Don't look up 333. Don't touch bell. Don't trust tower, says safe somewhere deep. Woods hollow. Clocktower. Dusk hollow may still waiting you. Years passed, forest grew wilder. Path clearing vanished sometimes exactly 3:33 a.m. Bell rings soft low, calling standing right place might see tower. Just second, waiting silent hungry, because time doesn't forget hides, someone finds begins once more. So what do you think? Did the cycle truly end? Or did Mira simply become the next echo in the tower's endless hunger? Sometimes the scariest thing isn't the monster in the dark. It's the voice that says, you were always meant to find this. If you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss another descent into darkness. And if you have a mysterious or terrifying story you'd like me to tell here on Hidden Dimension AI, leave it in the comments below. Until next time, remember the rule. Don't look up at 3:33, don't touch the bell, and never trust a place that forgot time itself. Good night.